All right, traders, welcome back to another Relentless recap, guys. This one will be short and sweet, so be sure to hit that thumbs up. And of course, if you're a new viewer, consider subscribing to the channel. As you guys can see here from the broker, we are up $1,100. We're going to talk about it. No massive winner really today, just a few stocks that we were able to capitalize on and got the job done. So, with that being said, remember our disclaimer, right? Remember our disclaimer. Remember that day trading is risky business. A lot of people out there are struggling. In fact, they say, here in the States, 8 out of 10 small businesses fail. And in day trading, it's no different, right? We must treat trading as a business. And in this field, they say 9 out of 10 traders fail. Keep that in mind. Understand that the risks are real. You can protect yourself by using simulators, by using smaller size, and becoming experienced before putting a lot of risk out there. Remember, the live streams recaps are never a reason to copy trade. And lastly, I do not invest for my subscribers. Be careful of fake accounts. I will never message you first. I do not use WhatsApp, Telegram, any of those crazy apps, all right? So let's jump into it. Let's start off here with CYN. This is the one on the screen. Why not? So CYN, nice move earlier this morning, going from about 420 up to 746. Very impressive move in pre-market. As you guys can see, pre-market gives a lot of good opportunities. Now, the volume is much lighter. There's way less liquidity, but there's a lot of decent moves in pre-market. I can't lie. But coming into the open, this thing was just not much, nothingness up until maybe, the last 15 minutes in power hour. We got over 670. It started to push and gave a small opportunity. I did miss a lot of this because I'm doing so much other things behind the scenes right now. So I caught the last couple of candlesticks up here as the 1 minute candle made the new high. Did give back a little on the dip and then made some more as we pushed up here and tried for the highs again. That was CYN. Just some small, quick couple of trades there. Moving on, we have NEXI. Let's just jump around the board. In fact, you know what? Let's go to positions. Let's go to positions, and what I'll go to KZIA. Let's go to KZIA. So KZIA, I believe I was up 500 at the highs. This one, I really didn't get involved up until the resumption. So, for context, this was in play yesterday, and in yesterday it was really aggressive. This is where I walked away after getting frustrated, as you guys might recall. And, this was a good move. This thing was absolutely impressive. Went sideways coming into after hours and then into pre-market, continued higher. So really good stuff here, coming up around $1. So into the open, we pushed up a little choppy, but it was in this uptrend. It did its thing. And when we got up to 130 at the highs, it pushed through yesterday's levels, got halted up 38, and from here is where I started getting involved. I did buy this dip, and I didn't bottom ticket, but I was in it like 33, selling up around 44, 45. And from there, it pulled back aggressively to 32 and then climbed up again, right? So very good stuff there on KZIA, offering some opportunities. But where I gave back was in this area here, trying to buy these dips, but one time I got filled on the ass. One other time I mistimed it. I'm in too soon. Areas where I would have loved to be adding to the gains. Instead, I gave back and just said, hey, you know what? Okay, enough is enough. Let me ease off. And that was the right call because this thing started trending down. But here we are in after hours once again, and it's in another bit of an uptrend. So, maybe it continues and maybe tomorrow again. LCFY, this is another one that was pretty decent. I did stick to smaller size. At this point on the day, I think I was up 900 or 800. And I'm like, hey, I'm not looking to get back profits. Gonna just take it easy, stay in cruise control, and lock it in. So this one, actually, I don't think I pulled it up very early at all. I think I came a little later to this one. Let me just double check because sometimes it's hard to remember. Where did I get involved? 14. Okay, that was not bad. 14, somewhat early. Let's remove the show trades. So this is around, actually, okay, so this is fairly early, 570. Fairly early, but not super early because, we did have a 450 high of day, right? Ideally, to trade this type of stock, I want to be watching at it closely in this type of area here. because this lets me see higher lows, and that we're getting tighter in this bear flag against VWAP. And the moment this breaks out right here, it's a good area that I could be in if I'm not in already. And usually I'm not going to be in already if the volume is lighter like this was, so even the resumption area might have been where I would have been watching at it, because sometimes it's just tricky, as mentioned, right, with these lighter volume. So out of the resumption, we got halted up at 450. We resumed around 72. It dipped to 14. I didn't get to see this happen, but this is ideal for what I want to see. I mean, it dips down, it rips up, and then it comes back down. The 1 minute candle makes the new high, and then it continues on a slow grind. And this is essentially where I came in. And as you can see, there's no pullback. It's just kind of slow grinded all the way up here from 570 to basically $7, right? Sometimes it's tricky, man. We can get a nice move, but if you don't get that pullback, or if you're not willing to buy higher and kind of give it a chance, sometimes you can miss some of the entries. But let me just double check here. 22, I think this was a halt. LCFY. We can check the log to see if I had any trades in this area here. Yeah, so we had a halt, 681. High of was 7 on that first candle, so that's 11.10. I don't think I got any trades here. I don't think I got any trades. LCFY 11.10. Actually, was this the one I got chopped out on? Actually, no. Tesla, LCFY in at 9.99. This is at 12, so it doesn't look like I was able to get a trade. And let's see. Scratch trades. We did get from 18 to 40, and then 41 to 60. I think I had losses though after this somewhere. Few losses in at 30 out of 50. Okay, that's a decent win. We were using very small size too, which is another thing. To be honest, I'm not sure. There's a loss somewhere. There's like losses somewhere in there, because it's just a little hard for me to remember. At this time, I'd already stopped recording, I think. But this thing ended up going up. I think I got caught in some of these red candles, maybe on this side. Let's put on the show trades again. Sometimes this does help out. Let's see in here. 36.29. 45.22. So this looks like losses here. So yeah, we took some losses for sure. 620. Okay, right here, 620 in. Let's see, in at 620. Yeah, this is not great. Oh no, never mind. What am I looking at? 862. Wow. Anyhow, losses nevertheless, and losses here. So yeah, into this area, even on the uptrend, we kind of lost money. So we gave back a lot, and then we made some back. That's kind of how this one went. Even over here, this was brutal, man. Was this one of those areas too? Did I get caught in this candlestick? 1093 out of 1075. So we did lose here. But I don't think we got caught in the entire flush. This one was brutal, man. I think this was even worse than the one I got caught in yesterday, from 1123 to 829. Just brutal drop right there. But anyhow, this stock was good overall. Ultimately we had a great front side. Anytime you decide to trade the backside, you're taking on that risk of potentially, giving back. I mean, anytime you're really staying here and, continuing to watch, right, the risk is that you could lose. The aim is to always add to the gains, but sometimes you can lose, right? And I think I did get caught right here, because in the chat, no, that was NEX. I'm confusing the stock. So NEXI, MLGO. Quickly to look at this one. This got halted up. We traded the dip and rip. Highs were at 463. So it resumes. It resumes at 474. It dips to 66 and then rips to 510. And we caught that trade in there. The 1 minute candle did make the new high over 25, going up to 51. And then from there up to 62 before pulling back. And then trending around VWAP. So this one was like a one and done kind of thing, right? One big move up. Actually, you can say we had a pullback here that held up. And this is good as to how tightly this like zone right here held in these bottoming wicks. That's pretty good to see. And then we made a new high. So the 5-minute candle made the new high, pushed up nicely. I think we got very close to a halt. And then from there, Titanic. MLGO in the depths. In the bottom of the 7 seas. NEXI, this is the one that I lost on. And I should have been... This stock, I think this is one of the better stocks for how I like to trade. Sadly, I took a break. There was a big flush out earlier around this time, like 11:30. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to take a quick break. And I left for maybe 6 minutes. And it's kind of sad because literally I come back and this move is like done. And I'm seeing it pulling back here. So I was like, man, come on. I'm so late to it. I don't trust the dip here. This type of dip, I need to be in tune with the stock because dips are already so difficult when when the stock is extended. So I don't get involved here, and I'm not really able to do super well. I did get green like 300, but I'm gonna get caught in this move down. One of these moves. It might have been later. Ooh, where was it? NEXI. Actually, let's look at the show trades. This might be better, quicker, because it was like one of the last trades I think I took on the stock. Let's see. Yeah. So I'm watching this consolidation up here. What time is this? 1:24. So I'm watching this consolidation and I'm hoping for the red to green throughout this area. And as I'm holding, I'm in at 605 initially. I cut it. I'm back in at like 608. This thing flushes down and I take a massive loss. This is what put me red on the stock. Very disappointing right there. Very disappointing. We did catch a small move right here, which, helped us recoup some of the losses. But then that was pretty much it. Actually, did I trade resumption? No. I did watch down here for a bounce, but it was a little tricky, so I did not get involved. But yeah, NEXI, man, it's one of those types of stocks where for me to do well, I literally just have to be here and be here early. So again, as I came, we're up here and it's like it's starting to pull back. I kind of gave in a little here trying for a high day trade, but I didn't like the entry. I'm like, no, it's kind of risky. I tried it again here. It's like just a little too risky. So I lost like 7 cents. But again, coming this late, just not super interested in sizing up because I kind of missed the better part of the move. In my opinion, the first move is the best move 95% of the times. And the reason that's the case for me is because after the first move, usually when a stock does this right here doesn't have any volume. I'm not even gonna look at that as a move. When a move like this happens, usually Christmas tree setup and there is no second move. That alone right there is why for me the first move is the best move. This one happened to give a second move, which I would consider this incline right here. This one was my own fault. After seeing what happened here, it's another one of those areas where I'm not at the screen thinking everything is done. You come back and you see this type of movement and you're like, you're kidding me. But this is part of trading, right? Being in front of the screens until the market closes or up until you know for sure that you're done. It's a big part of it. This has been plaguing me recently is that I've been finding myself doing so much other things, especially in the downtime. Sometimes it might be me taking a 5-minute break. Other times I'm doing like actual other stuff. And it's like, you could miss an opportunity. So Tesla, you son of a gun, Tesla. Red again today, Tesla. Green 1700, red 180, red 160 today. And yes, I was going short. And I was going short. I was scalping for the short. Hold on, show trades. It's one of these things where you kind of like a little disappointing. No, no, right here I was trying for the bounce. Hold on. There has to be another area. Because I did try to go short. I think initially. Hold up. Let me just double check. Did I go short? No, no, no. It's going long. Hold on. So the way how I'm looking at this stock is that I want reversal areas. I want reversal areas and or um like key areas around whole dollars. But in this case, I'm looking for a reversal. Stock has been consolidating for some time. We had our initial sell-off here. We bounced up and then we've been consolidating. And so here's the drop. It sells. I'm too late. I came and started watching the stock like right here. Like right here. If I was like earlier, I could have been able to get short and get the move down, but it's too late. So I'm like, okay, I'll watch the reversal for the bounce up. And so this is me right here scalping and losing a couple cents trying to determine the bottom. And then I eased off and I waited and I got long. What was this double bottom? 20 what was this 20 260 51. 260.51. I got long at 260.70 and I sold at 77. This right here, this trade right here, this trade right there, man. You know what? And I fell victim again to having too much of a tight stop. It pulled away from my entry. I was already up like 50 cents, 60 cents. I'm up 250 unrealized. And it comes back right down to my entry point. I'm like, okay, I'm going to cover flat. Well, not cover, but sell flat. When I should have done, what I should have done was hold to the obvious area, which was the double bottom, right? Hey, okay, give it a couple cents against my stop. But I was trying not to go super red and give back too much. I did give myself a max loss for this stock. But right here, if I had waited, I'm in at 70. If I gave it 20 more cents of room, $100 worth of risk, you know, I could have caught the move from 70 back to 62.40. What's that? Was that $1.40, $1.30? Was that $1.90? I'd have been up like 800-900 in the high of this green candle. From there, it pulled back and then continued up to 63.46, which is like another 60 cents. So I could have been up maybe like 1300-1400 at the highs if I'm to hold through the entire thing without selling. But I would have sold half coming into this candle. And then depending on how this candle played out, I would have sold the rest. So I probably could have walked away green, maybe $300 if things went really well here. And I would have held that trade. Just a little disappointing, man. But from there, you know, in this stock in the chat room in the live stream with Jessica, we're watching for a short because we know after such a massive move, there's gonna be a bit of a pullback. There's no way this is, well, I mean, it's possible it goes to 3 and then pulls back, but we're not looking to swing and hold for hours and days, but matter in the moment, can we get that relief throughout the day, right? And if we're lucky enough, can we be positioned to where we're short for a move down like this, and we do get this massive drop off. Doesn't look so big on this candlestick, but if you look at the 5-minute, you'll see how devastating this was from 271 down to 241. So imagine you're shorting here just for the next move down, looking for $2 a share, and you make 15 points. Yeah, Tesla. Nice range on this stock. BLCN lastly, and we'll be out of here. We had so many beautiful stocks today. This one did have a hard time throughout the rest of the day, but earlier, pre-market was decent. And, you know, it did its thing right into the open. We had a small move, and this is where I was able to capitalize. Low of 596, high of $7. Just a little disappointing that this consolidation did not result into a move up. After we had a bottoming wick here, right? We already had, like, you know, holding up our levels. Then we had a nice bottoming wick right here. Then a nice bottoming wick. I started to get convinced that, hey, this thing wants to give the green candle. Instead of a red candle, can we get the green candle here going up? And then maybe consolidation. And then, you know, the next move. Just a little disappointing to not see us pull away like that and surge up instead to the bottom of the 7 C's. And you know, we stopped trading it there. We moved on to the next stock. Yeah, so you know, that was the day, up $1,100. Tomorrow again. Guys, hit that thumbs up, stay safe, stay green. Check out those links down below for Momo Pro, the chat room, and the classes, depending on what you're interested in. If you do want to check out anything at all, if not, just hit that thumbs up. Get the heck out of here. If you're somebody who's a hater out there, hit the thumbs down and then get the heck out of here. Any publicity will take. Good publicity, bad publicity, we take it all over here. Anyhows, yeah, check out the classes. Merciless Markets. This is the day trading course that we have. These are all the perks that's included in your subscriptions. We are going to make some changes pretty soon. We're going to announce that upcoming next week, or if not the week after. But stay tuned. Momo Pro. Check out Momo Pro. This is where I get my watch list from every day. You guys can utilize coupon code Relentless for 25% off for 6 months. This is where I get my watch list stocks each and every day. Momo Pro.
ZTST, 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 ZTST.
Now, see,
ZTST, ZTST.
it's going nuts. I enabled the alerts. What happened? VTST? VTST, VTST, CTST. I don't know what, I don't even know what symbol is calling out there, but anyhow, it's going crazy. Yeah, other than that, check out the chat room. This is where it goes down. This is where we all hang out every day. And you know, this is where we get majority of our call outs, right? You guys can always check out the P&L section if you're looking to see how the community did today, right? We're very transparent. We have people posting red, we have people posting green, and everything in between, all right? So we're not just, you know, showing winners only, anything like that, but we're showing everything. We're being transparent. Shout out to the students, shout out to the team, shout out to the community. Shout out to the guys from other communities who will check us out, like Mozo. Stop by and share. We always love to see this stuff. Shout out to Save. Again, we don't only just show the green, right? We'll also show when we have our red days. Save in a bit of a drawdown here of about 120,000. You know, for his level of trading, you know, he's a much bigger trader than I am when it comes to share size and these things. And so he'll have big green days, 60,000, bigger red days, 20,000. He had a few red days back to back in a bit of a drawdown. So yeah, other than that, you know, check us out, and I'll catch you guys in the next one, right? Jilly, way to go. We love to see this. This is absolutely beautiful. Yeah, other than that, guys, stay safe, stay green. It's been RT, and I am, of course, signing out.